Okay, looks like it's going now. Maybe, possibly. Hey, there we go. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I just gotta set some stuff up real quick.
Top performers have a calendar sequence.
Okay. Salutations! Thank you for tuning in if you're deciding to watch this. This is just, same thing as the last time when I was streaming me 3D modeling. This is just a way for me to kill two birds with one stone, right? I have difficulty with ADHD focusing on tasks sometimes, and honestly, it helps to have a reason to do stuff. So tonight we are going to be 3D modeling a dream room, essentially. For this week's homework from my teacher. Give me a second, because I'm currently sending stuff to people right now. So my teacher gave us the instructions today for we're learning to incorporate hi class. For this week, we'll be learning to incorporate photo textures into our models and scenes. He gave us some websites to do so, and for this week's assignment, what we're supposed to do is make our dream room, essentially, which is just like, make a room that you might want to have one day, or that you do have one right now. Just something that you would generally want in your house. It can't be like a medieval caveman thing. It can't be too sci-fi. Like some examples were a computer room, or a man cave, or like a woodworking shop was one. And so today I decided to make my personal room that I kind of dream of sometimes, which would be a room where I can just do stuff like record video, 3D model, 3D print even, and just generally relax in. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, as everyone knows, you can Blender offers you a cube, and as the Holy Script says, you must delete the entire scene. So it is written, so it is done. But from the ashes of that cube shall arise a new cube. So we gotta go to Shift A, Mesh, Cube. SZ, SZ, we're gonna scale on the Z axis. Actually, you know what I should do is we need to incorporate something for scale first. So we're going to import a Blender file here real quick. FBX, and it's our human model. He has been added to the scene. So now we Shift A, add a cube. And so honestly, what I kind of want to do here is GZ, bring it up. GZ, bring it down a little bit to here. Play Fict. S, Shift Z. Because we're going to use this for, actually, So what we need to do here is go down to options, origins, and well, hold on. I know I don't need to make it perfect, but I'm going to because I'm a dumbass. So GZ. You know, sometimes we just do stuff because that's the way we want to do it. And so we bring down the origin. There we go. And so we are going to go over here. Why? We're going to move it. That's not what we want to do. We're going to swap off of origins real quick here. G, Y. We're going to go here. Or actually, what we can do is we'll do location. So we kind of want that to be 0. We want this to be, we'll go 3 meters on the x-axis, and then we'll do 3 meters on the y-axis. And so what this should do for us now is, if I go here, tab, we grab this face. So let me just do bam. We could make this a little taller. That's about, maybe a little bit more. There we go. So let me see here. Yeah, okay. So now with this, what I can do is quite simple actually. Grab these two faces, and we do individual origins, normals, S, no, whoopsie. I'm responding to a friend of mine, sorry. Now, let me see here. G, X, no, Y. Grab this. How do we want to do this? Okay. God, I wish I was better at this, honestly. No. Not how that works. Oh wait, I'm doing this wrong. If I want to do extrude, I can do extrude faces along normals. And then... well, my mouse is positioned terribly for that. I mean, there's another thing I can do as well, but... Sorry, where was I? Alright, face. There we go. Extrude individual faces. Which, oh god, there we go. It's actually perfect. Or almost perfect. It doesn't need to be perfect, to be honest. We're just making a room here. I keep saying it doesn't need to be perfect, but grab this. Okay, so face. Extrude individual faces. There we go. And now if I so wanted to, I could also do bam, oh, nope, bam, bam, bam. And we could bring this down right here. So if I do E, bring this down just a wee bit. Or honestly, I don't even have to do that much. I could just do... I'm sorry, there's some people who are probably just pained by me doing this so slowly. Hope you don't mind. But I quite enjoy it. There we go. GUI. And what I can do here is grab this. Nope, grab this. And one of these. Ooh, that's not right. No. You know what, if I just do this, that should work, and we just... J. That doesn't work, what do you mean? If I do this, I've selected two faces. And then I can bridge faces. I did select two edge loops. The hell do you mean? It doesn't matter too much. We're not exactly we're making this to look good from afar. It doesn't have to be perfect. And now I do have some reference images for my my actual model. Not like the actual entire model, but you get what I mean. Pure ref, where is that? Go. Oh god, browse. Down, nope, where is it? Blender Practice, CGMA, week 4. I know, this is a bit horrendous. I have stock photos. I know, I'm a monster. Alright. So we got that. Now we just have to start working. We have a desk right here, which might be easier to make than everything. What the hell? I gotta pin it, don't I? Yep. Always on top. Perfect. Shift grab here. Shift A. SX. So we're scaling on the S axis. We're bringing scaling on the Y axis as well. Hey, Jabir. I am making a kind of dream room, essentially, I guess. My teacher wanted us to take some time to make a room that we would like to have in our house one day. And this is teaching us how to, like, not only model things, but also... Oh, hold on one second. Let me do something to help you guys. There we go. It's good to make sure to name your components as well to make sure you know the different things so you don't have to grab randomly. Walls and floor. Okay. So what I'm making right now is just, I have this person for reference right here, and I'm currently making my dream room. So this would incorporate, like, a 3D printer by chance, a desk, a bookshelf, some plants, a nice lamp, computers. Oh, thank you. Sorry if I mispronounced your name, Jabir Hussein? I'm not very good with names, but thank you for subscribing. Okay, so a good way to do this now is first, we know it's flush with the wall, and now... Control R, Control R. There we go. So we'll make 4 cuts here, and then we'll also... Or actually, no, what we want to do... Sorry. Tab, Control R. Do one like this. Do one like so. And then... Because I have a plan for this here. I do. I promise. I don't want to wrap around though, so grab. We should probably do that after I do one other thing. It's not flush with the wall. It doesn't matter too much. I... There we go. E, Z. Bring this down the Z-axis. I'm not new to Blender, but this has been helpful on learning how to do things the correct way. So with Blender, I've been working with it since 2018, 2020, trying to make a living out of it almost. However, I know that I don't do things the correct or professional way at all. So this is my chance to learn how to do that correctly. This is my chance to actually get to understand the program that I work with and hopefully actually make a name for myself with it. And this class helps me with the class is called on CGMA's website, back to courses, Intro to Blender for Concept Art. Right. It's definitely more than that. It's more about environmental art, but it also teaches you through making these environments and stuff like that with the program how to actually use some of the tools, use the modifiers, make sure that you're doing things correctly. And honestly, it's been very helpful. SX, go along the X axis. Oh, I still had it set to that. Whoopsie. All right, so let me do E. Bring this down. G, Z. Oh wait, I forgot to do the other important thing with this. So a good thing that I've learned that helps with like 3D modeling and stuff like that is not only setting like if you don't have any textures set yet, you can set like the color texture to random. You could also do single, you could do material, but random helps differentiate. Another thing is turning on cavity, because what this does is it outlines edges a bit better. Usually, like you can see here, this edge is outlined a bit better. So like I could also change it to be both, although I don't think that truly helps too much. It kind of does. But let's do world for now. And there's another setting I could turn on as well that might help. Oh, X-ray, right. If I turn on X-ray a bit, that helps tremendously. Although I only need it for certain times, really, so we'll just turn this off. We can turn it back on whenever we need. And apparently the shortcut is Alt-Z for that. Oh, no. What the hell? Oh, because I'm hitting Control-Z. God damn it. Alt-Z. What the hell? I don't want you, NVIDIA. Never mind. Apparently NVIDIA's gonna hog my Alt-Z. G, Z, bring it up. Alright, so there we go. We've made a decent looking desk. However, we can also do a little bit of something else here. So let's actually tab S, scale it along the x-axis here. And what we're going to do here now is set the origin to the edge. Like so. And now we're going to stop moving the origin around. We're going to G, X, bring this over to here. Well, I have a question. What's the best niche which we can learn and do freelancing with it? Do you mean like where you could possibly get jobs and stuff like that? Because I'll be honest, I'm not too sure, really. Like, I think it's good to start putting your work out there in like social media and stuff like that in order to gain traction, possibly get spotted by people. That's always a good way. You could also do commissions. Like if you go online and you announce that you're doing commissions and you also have like a good portfolio made, that usually helps with getting money. But if you're and that's also like decent for working for yourself. However, a really good way is like to see online if people are looking for anyone who does 3D modeling for like a project or something. And like making a list of simple assets is honestly great because some people don't know the first thing about Blender and you can easily wow them. Like, hold on, let me save this. Let's go to Blender practice, CGMA, week 4. We're gonna save this as week 4 here real quick. Because, like, one thing you can easily do is, like, if I go over to here and I pull up... sorry, these are my textures that I'm going to be using next video, I think. Blender practice. If I go to sword here, right, and I pick up this right here, this is a great asset to show someone who might be making, like, a medieval game. Be like, hey, you know, I made this... and it's good to be able to use. I could animate this if I really wanted to. It's made of simple materials, but they don't need to know that because, again, if I go over to layout here and I go to this, right? I can press tab and you can see, oh, you know, it looks so simple, but the steps that it took to make this were actually harder than you might think. Like, it also happens to be the fact that I haven't applied all the subdivisions and this right here. But yeah, as you can see, this was a lot more work than it would seem at first. It's a very unwitting kind of thing. This leather texture is very nice as well. It like having simple assets like this in your collection is great because then people can look at this and be like, huh, you know, I could use something like that in my game, but I want to be something more custom maybe, or they might just ask for the ability to use this. And frankly, why not? I don't need to save it because it's the way I like it. So let's do this real quick. Modifiers, generate, and mirror. Again, I am no expert by any means. I don't know the best way to do certain things, but you know, it's good to have. I feel like it's a good idea to do that sometimes, you know? Oh wait, no, the other thing I should be doing actually is instead of mirror, if I do not a bevel, gosh darn it. Oh, well, bevel doesn't look too bad actually. But I don't need a bevel. What I need is an array. And I can do this instead of the x-axis, 0, 1 on the y, negative y, and I kind of need to rotate this in a way, which is why I was hoping the mirror would work. Sorry, I'm still learning a bit. Oh wait, no, there is the other thing of... Why didn't I do this sooner? Shift D, R, Z. Let's move our origin actually to the corner. Perfect. Yes, and now Shift D. Oh, no, not what we wanted. Get rid of that. Shift D, R, Z. Give me a second, I have to take this call. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Oh. Sorry about that. I had to, I needed to call someone and wish them a happy Mother's Day. To be honest, I finished up work, and then after I finished up work, I decided, you know what? I'll do more work, which is this. And some people might say this isn't work, it's a hobby. Right, but I would like to make it work. If that makes any sense. Again, you should make time for the ones you love. Even when it feels like there's no time that to be had, even when it feels like, you can't spare an hour. You don't have to spare an hour. Anything's good. A minute, a second even, just to tell the people that you love them. Because honestly, they sometimes just need that. We never know when the people that we love could be going through something in their lives if you aren't around them all the time. So sometimes you just need to take a minute or a second and just say, hey, I wanted to let you know that I love you. And I hope you're okay. Now, is the person who I'm telling this to gonna watch this video? Probably not, which is why I left them a message, which isn't exactly great either, but, she's told me many times that it's as long as I do try to reach out, that's all she asks for. She's very understanding, and I'm grateful for her every day. GX GUI. So again, in summary, make sure that you get things lined up, and make sure you tell the ones you love that you love them. Oh wait, right. Do this. Grab this leg right here. And if we just do X, get rid of faces. If we just say goodbye to these faces right here, we could live with this, but then we have to take care of this, and I mean, this is fine, really. We can just do get rid of faces right here, and then all we have to do on our end here is grab this edge and fill. Then we have to do it on here as well, and it's just, ugh. But first what we want to do is actually, well, I guess we should have done this before we did this. If we do not tab, if we do this and then we join them, we have our L-shaped desk right here. And now what we can do is tab, swap out, do one of these, grab these two, and then what we're going to do is Shift plus, and then maybe another Shift plus should work. There we go, yep. And what we want to do here is grab these faces, get rid of them, and then what we can do here after that is swap over to our edge select, grab these, and then fill. And we'll do the same on this side. Grab these, fill. And actually what we can start doing here is, I actually have a desk like this right now. And the way that this works, Lilith. Ay, Dios mío. This cat is going to drive me crazy. She already destroyed my arm today. Alright. Oh, sorry for that. Sorry for me having to hop off for a moment. I had to tell my abuela that I love her. Had to let her know that I did not forget, that I was just exhausted and I forgot to make time. So what we want to do is we want to join edges here. So bridge edge loops. And what we can do is we can do a number of cuts. Although it's going to look weird, but that's okay. Because what we really should do here... Lilith, I swear... I will grab you. And I will pet you. Stop it. You weird cat. This cat is going to be the death of me. So Control A, apply scale. Scale's been applied, that's good. Because now when we bridge these two things together, or if we decide to bridge any things together here, so like let's go with although this is gonna be a bit messy here. If I do this, right? This is gonna look, oh, doesn't look trash actually. Interesting. I actually did a not bad job on this one. This is actually kind of what my desk looks like, and if we wanted, we could make it a more rounded one. But it's gonna mesh here unless we go down on the smoothness a bit. Another thing we can do later on is just... So we could either do this, or we could grab like these edges here, because we can go on the like X right here, grab these and merge them. And my cat is going stupid again. Okay, let's say we applied this, right? And then we did this, and then we just grab. Just grab like this, and then we can do... Where is it? Sorry, give me 1 second. Oh, that's not what we wanted, actually. That's the opposite of what we wanted. Control E. Oh, nope. Control B. Grab. My cat is so dumb sometimes. You know, Lilith, you could use some brain cells. It's not illegal to use your brain. If I look over there and I see my cat as being a dumbass, I'm gonna lose it. We only need one. Oh, not what I want to do. I said one. Oh, that might help. Yes. This right here, perfect. Honestly, we could just do 0, which is like what my desk is. Doesn't have to be like my desk though, but we're gonna do it anyways, because it's just simple. Sometimes simple is the right choice. My fucking... You know what? Hold on, I'm gonna let my cat out real quick. Out of my room. Alright, we're back. I've only been able to model a desk. And it's not even finished yet. Now if we bridge our edge loops, like so... What the actual hell? Oh, because we have it to blend surface. Oh, that's not what I want. Let me do normals. And now what we can do is bridge our edge loops. And it shouldn't look too bad, and it's not. Wrong thing. View selected. Let us hide the walls for a moment. There we go. And now what we could do is edge bridge loops. There we go. Oh, and of course we can also do one of these. And then we, oh, no, we wanted to do one of these. There we go, yeah. Because now we will do this. Do it on the Y 0.184. Or actually, we can just do Control C. Oh, no, not what we want to do. Control C. There we go. I guess that's kind of wrong there, isn't it? Because... Okay, I kind of messed up there. That's not how that looks. We don't need this bridged, I don't think. I like how I make myself a reference. I like how I make myself a reference board. Like right here. And I immediately go off the rails. Nah, why the fuck do I need to do references? I can easily... My references are superior to those references. Because this is why, you dumb idiot. You should follow your references. Looks like I'm undoing this. Cool. Just undid all that work there. And why? Because I'm learning valuable lessons as we go. I'm learning that I should continue to look at what I'm supposed to be doing. Look at my references that I have. Control plus. Oh, nope, not what I want to do. Okay, so what we wanted to do here was go to the Y here. Shift D. Okay, so now we're going to bridge edge loops. Not what we wanted to do. Not what we wanted to do there. Bridge edge loops. Why does it keep doing this to me? It's like it hates me. Oh, I see. It's because it kinda does. Oh, I see what the issue is here. Fuck me. F. F. And now we can properly fill this. Or properly merge these, right? Bridge edge loops. Hey, not terrible. However, we're going to merge them. Because why wouldn't we? And why the hell isn't it merged? Fuck if I know. Oh, I think I see the issue here. I know I'm doing it again. I know I'm kind of just trying to make this better and better when it doesn't need to be. It's just a table. No one's going to notice. Yada, 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 yada. But sometimes it's about satisfying yourself. Sometimes, yeah, you know that no one else is going to see this. And that this is just a table. But that doesn't stop you from wanting wanting it to be the best it can be. Sometimes you want it the best table you can get. And that's okay. Darn, so this has to be an equal amount. Fuck. You know what? It's fine.
Onboard computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Edge, bridge edge loops. We don't need to merge. There we go. Bridge edge loops yet again. And then bridge edge loops. There we go. There we go. Okay, so we finished the desk a bit. It's not exactly finished, but it looks good. Let me check something real quick. So what we're gonna do here now actually, no. Sorry, give me a second. I have to think a bit. Unfortunately, my brain is running a little slow. Okay, so I do want to do something about this. View selected. Well, now we bridge faces here. I don't know why I was playing around with that so much. Now this is gonna look terrible. Let's see. Yep. There's an issue with that. And what we have to do here is instead just bridge these ones first and bridge the other ones over there. Sometimes you gotta take 2 steps. 2 steps isn't bad though, sometimes. Here we go. 6, 0 on the y-axis. That's an easy number to remember for me. Okay. And now we go to edges, bridge edge loops. It's bridged. S, X. Oh, I know that wasn't the right one. S on the Y. Nope. Alright, I guess it was on the X. There we go. Perfect. There we go. A little better. Let me just grab a sip of water real quick. Just had to take a little sip. Then I'm gonna go for another, like, hour or so here. Sorry, taking a little break there. Damn. I realize I should have done this as well. Bridge edge loops. Good. Bridge edge loops. Honestly, the amount of times I've had to bridge edge loops, I should just make it a hotkey at this point. Sorry. There we go. Oh, didn't mean to do that, meant to do this. Hey, Abad. How are you? I hope you're having a good night tonight. Control R. And it should be at -75. -75. And Control R. Shift Alt, we're gonna grab that, grab this, and grab this. And then we're gonna do E, Z. Oh god. Okay. Oh wait, no, what we should do is actually bevel. What? What? I could have sworn this was gonna work. Why do you doubt me, bevel tool? Why does the bevel betray me? Bevel edges, there we go. Why? 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 Does that have to be global? Is that it? There we go. Much better. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab this and this one right here. And we're going to fill. No, we don't want to fill. I want to just bridge edge loops. I really should make this a hotkey at this point. Bridge edge loops, and then bridge edge loops. Oh, god damn it. Come on. Fuck it. Grab this, bevel. Know what we want to do? No. We want to inset. Just kind of make a thin face around it all, and then fill. Right? That looks good, right guys? Let's see here. Yep, X-ray does it like that. That looks good. So right now we have a little tray down there, which is very nice actually to have. That's where you might have like a computer rest on. Okay, so now our desk is somewhat complete. It looks nice. We could try and add some more detail here. Frankly, doesn't need it too much. We can do that tomorrow if we really need to. Today, let's work on the bookshelf as well. So right here, we would have our thing, but we could also have some bookshelves. I don't know why I said some book. We could have some bookshelf. No, we should have some bookshelf space. So shift, click right here. It'll be right near here, so if we wanted to walk over to it, we could easily grab a book, read a little. Maybe read that book on how to draw anatomy better that we haven't finished. So we are going to tab out of our desk here because it looks good. We're going to Shift A, make a mesh here. Make it a cube. G, Z. What we could do is tab, G, Z. There we go. S. Scale it on the x-axis. Inset the face. And then we'll extrude it on the... Oh, that works, yeah. G, Y. There we go. Perfect. And honestly, we could leave it like that, but we're going to add a bit more detail here. So what we're going to do is we're going to add an array, really just to simplify our job on this one. Now, if you haven't noticed, the array will usually try to place itself on the x-axis. That's the default axis on which the array tries to place itself. You can easily change that and then go down to your preferred one, which I'm going to be doing the Y, and it's going to be going up 1. So positive 1 going up, negative going down, or going away from the center. So as you can see, and we are going to try and make this proportional to the height of this person here. So let's do maybe, you know, maybe just go for 4. Yeah, 4 will work. Come on. It's a little finicky. Or actually 5. Or, sorry. 5, yes. No. There we go. Because you can see the books on the top shelf. You can grab them at 5. 5 is okay. Although now that I'm saying that, we are going to be moving it up to put feet on it, so maybe not. But, whatever. It's fine. then we don't have to apply it yet because we are going to do something else here. But, well, actually, no. In order to do the thing we need to do, we do have to apply the change. Do, 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 do. We're gonna hide the floors and walls again. Control R. Inset the faces. Change this to be individual. Holy shit. I do this, SX, no, SY. There we go, perfect. Okay, so now we're just going to have to do this. GX. -20 on the x-axis. -3 on the y. -20. +3. Oh, no, positive point, or positive 0.3. Positive 0.3 maybe? There we go. Positive 0.3, which means this one will be +2, +3. Positive 0.03. And then this will be +2, -0.03. -0.03. Perfect. There we go. There we go. Our bookshelf looks pretty good. If we wanted to, we could easily do one of these maybe, just give it kind of like a flare at the top almost. So like now what we can do here is we can do X, delete faces, and then what I'm planned to do here is hit it with the 2, grab here, and then we just do our old friend bridge edge loops and hit it with a couple of twisty doos. And as you can see, it has like a nice curve to it there. Thanks, Apple. I'm happy to see you made it to the stream. Apple, if you could speak again. Oh, hold on. Oopsie. Apple, if you join back and speak again, you might see something interesting. Okay, so now we have a bookshelf. I'm thinking next week we'll actually put some books in it. Let's hide this. We're going to try to at least get rid of these extra lines we don't need. Dissolve edges. Perfect. Oh, wait, not great. We accidentally got rid of that right there, huh? Oh, I see what the issue is. Grab. There we go. Dissolve edges, and then if we do one of these... Why did it grab that? I didn't... Okay, let's try this again. We're just grabbing these edges to clean it up a little bit. Not that one. Dissolve edges. Not what I want to do, actually. Dissolve edges. Why are you being this way? You butt. Dissolve edges. There we go. You know what? That one doesn't matter too much. I just kind of wanted to get rid of this one in particular. There we go. That's clean. The bottom part isn't going to be, but that's okay. There we go. Get rid of this. Oop, I didn't want to dissolve faces. Dissolve edges. There we go. Honestly, what we could do here, put this here, tab, G, X. Have this closer. G, Y. And honestly, we've kind of made the perfect bookshelf here. It's very accurate to life. You know why? Because this top right here isn't going to allow this part to be flush with the wall. That's a pet peeve of mine with some bookshelves, is that it doesn't go all the way up against the wall. So there's that little space, but sometimes it's actually a very big space where my cat can fit through, but I can't. I'm just standing there like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? This creature's able to squeeze into gaps that I could never imagine. Global, median. Okay. Next up, I think we could work on our computer a bit. And yes, I know, haha, computer nerd or computer person. But listen, all right. In my typical room that I'd want to be able to have a computer here. I want to be able to have my books. I plan on having a 3D printer. I would like to have a lamp that lights up the room in a nice way. And you know, sometimes you just need a good monitor. So that's what we're doing here. Oh, that's right. One thing I was going to do here was bevel. Yeah, not exactly something needed. The bevel looks bad on that, unfortunately. Yes, I know. That's the funny thing, Apple. Also, surprise, look at your name. But yeah, I'm gonna model a 3D printer in here. As dumb as that sounds, you know, one thing that I would like to have is a 3D printer. So I could actually make, like, 3D models and sell to people. I could also add, like, a coffee table and a coffee maker if I really wanted to, but I don't really drink coffee. And unfortunately, I feel like it'd be cliche and or lazy of me to just put in a mini fridge. Plus, yeah. Thanks, Apple. Shift A, mesh, cube. Tab, G, Z, bring this up. There we go. SZ, scale it down just a wee bit. Awesome. S, Shift Z. First, let's try to get the computer done before the night ends for the before I end for the night, right? So we're gonna inset the face here. Or sorry, I guess we're gonna bevel the face, which also works for us, you know? S, X, E. Well, that doesn't need to be that tall. GC. Bring it down a bit. Probably right there. There we go. GX, no, GY, sorry. So this will be our computer. Not exactly the best computer, I know. Hello, X-Pro. I hope you're having a good night tonight. Let's apply the bevel modifier to this and see how it looks. Honestly, not terrible. Although we might have to get these seams a bit fixed. I don't think it needs the bevel modifier though. So we won't do that. It's not necessary. I do think, however, maybe, just maybe, we are going to have to bring this down a little. There we go. There we go. So our computer monitor is now done. I hope you're enjoying the stream, Expo. I'm currently just working on what my teacher would call my dream room. Okay, so in relation to the person, if I stood up, yeah, it works, I guess. I mean, I might have made the table a bit too low. No, the table isn't low. It works. I'm not sure. It feels. I'm not sure. It feels like it's a bit smaller than it should be, you know? Like, it doesn't feel proportional. And I'm using this guy as reference. I'm sure it's gonna be fine. I'm sure it'd be fine. Oh wait, right. I need to make this bookshelf. And this monitor. But, people, do you know what's better than one monitor? Do you know what's so much better than one monitor? Like, there's something way better out there than just having a single monitor. I don't know if you know this, but there's this thing. And it's called Shift D. Move it along the... No, it's not called Shift D. It's called two monitors. Look at them. G, Y... no. G, X. Gonna move this along. Not exactly how I meant. GX. Uh, 9.13. Awesome. There we go. GX. Oh, no. GX. There we go. There we go. Okay, so now we have our dual monitor setup. Honestly, this looks good. I think that right here might actually be a good stopping point. Although, let me think real quick. Let me see here if I'm out of the bevel modifier, how it's gonna look. Nothing really changes, I guess. I guess it's good for now. Tomorrow we will be working on the rest of this kind of area. But thank you for stopping by. If you enjoyed the video, make sure, or if you enjoyed the stream, make sure to leave a like. If you were here for the stream, thank you for joining. If you want, you know, you can leave comments on these videos to tell me, like, what you think, what you might want to see me do later on, stuff like that. As always, remember to like, comment, subscribe, and hey, be good people.